morning. I might put my hair up. How is everybody? Good morning. Who is on? Who's going to get the gold? Gail, well done. Gail's got the gold. Gold medal, Gail. Good morning, Carol. How are you? You've got silver. And Sue White, lovely to see you. You've got bronze. So, how is everybody? Morning, Fliss. Such a nice name, that. Fliss Spink, I love it. There. Catwalk ready. Good morning, Trish. You'll be having a busy time now, won't you? Shop's open tomorrow. Is it tomorrow, the day after? Morning, Deborah. Florist. I prefer my orange at the moment. This is pink. It's just what I pick up. So, crack on. Right then, so, let me have a look. I want to be finished for past this morning because I've got to catch up on your comments because I've got a one-off live in my membership at 8 o'clock. I just feel, I wasn't on form yesterday. I just stupidly worked till about 3 in the morning. So I had like 2.5 hours sleep, and it's as if I was having a dream yesterday. Even when I did this video, I just wasn't all quite there, I don't think. So I just feel I've not given them enough oomph. So if you're in my tribe, 8 AM, December, you know, we like to give them some extra cajoling. So that's what they're paying for. So then everybody, day 24, please do share. The first person to share gets an extra big thank you. You might have done it, but I'll see it on the comments. How did you get on yesterday with before your very eyes, imagining stuff happening? Yeah, happy Advent, everybody, says Elizabeth. The pinch punch, first of the month. The children have been given their proper Advent calendars. I've even sent one in the post to Ben. He's 26. Joe and Nancy have got theirs. They've never, ever had a chocolate Advent calendar, ever. I hate them. I do. I just can't stand them. I've never liked them. I mean, now they're all fancy, aren't they? You can get all sorts. But there's nothing more upsetting than opening an Advent calendar and just seeing a bit of plastic there and a bit of chocolate, when you can have a glittery door with a candy cane in a picture of it. I mean, and the thing is, they're a lot more expensive normal Advent calendars. You can get 3 for 2 for about £3 at Tesco on a Cadbury's one. So we don't ever do it. Yeah, still feeling, well, I'm not feeling as much of a phone case because I've made the decision, you see. Yeah, yesterday, just for those who missed it, or for the last couple of months, I've been feeling like I've been covered in one of those ugly phone cases that only a builder would use. That's what my body feels like, and I want to be a sleek phone case. And that's what I want to feel like. You know, how you look is obviously the bonus. It's what I want to feel like. So, yes, second day of making sure I get my water, and it all just takes a little bit of effort. I've been out for a walk this morning. Oh, let me stop it, that's the point. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, yes, 33 minutes. Only 1.8 miles, but I've done half my steps, 4,300 steps in the dark with the moon. Absolutely beautiful, down on the shore. So, let me crack on. Day 24. So, the magic wand. So think of magic dust, I think, with this. Have you ever wished you had a magic wand so that you could just wave your wand and help the people you love? Well, today's magical practice will show you how you can use life's real magic to help others. When you really want to help another person, you have immense power. But when you direct that power with gratitude, you really do have a magic wand that can help the people you care about. Because the videos are now all about helping others, you know, so energy flows where your attention goes. And so when you direct the energy of gratitude toward another person's needs, that's where the energy goes. This is the very reason Let's have a look. Gratitude is an invisible but real force of energy, and coupled with the energy of your desire, it is just like waving a magic wand. So Thomas Leonard in 1955 said, people who wait for a magic wand fail to see that they are the magic wand. God, I love that. I'm going to have to just put my own little spin on that sentence. People who wait for a magic wand fail to see that they are the magic wand. How often do you see that? I see it all the time. The amount of people who just say, I wish I had your motivation. Yeah, well, thanks, because I did a degree in it at university. I studied all through school and I did a degree in motivation. I've got first class honours, you know. But it's really, really hard work, and it's very few people get it. You know, I'm going to do a PhD in it now, but you can, you know, they literally treat it like you have to go to university and get a degree in it, like it's this sort of, I mean, do you think I've had motivation in the last 2.5 months? I've had the motivation of a dead slug that's been squashed, almost. That's what I felt like. But I know that I've got to go out and get it myself. I've got to do stuff. I've got to take action to be motivated, because I'm my own bloody magic wand. Nobody's going to come and do it for me. But what a lot of people fail to realise, look at me turning it into a rant. What a lot of people fail to realise is that they're their own goddamn motivation and their own magic wand. I know it's in a different context to what Rhonda's going to be talking about, but I thought I'd use this opportunity just to have a go and give you a death stare. And if you've already sacked December off because you're feeling like a bit of a overweight wallet, then that's your choice. If you just want to get worse and feel worse and think, well, what's the point now, start in January, which is probably what half of you are thinking about, because it feels like the easier option, but it isn't the easy option. You know, it is not the easy option. I can hear the oomph in your voice. Great to hear. I know, I tell you, you're going to be getting a lot more oomph off me over the next few weeks. Well, because this is me, Deborah. This is me motivating myself, because I've had jack shit motivation. I've had not been inspired, I've been low, I've been rubbish, I've been comfort eating, I've not been drinking water, I've only been brushing my teeth for 20 seconds, I've only been washing once a day, sometimes not at all. My toenails are dry because I've not been moisturising them. All that stuff. So it really does my head in when people say, I wish I had your motivation. Like, you just need to get some love. So I'll help you find it, you know, I will. So, but it'll either piss you off or you'll feel inspired by it. So little rants like this will either do your head in and think, oh, do you know what, I'm not having that Sally woman, she does my head in, you know, with her unprofessional delivery. I'd rather go to Just Be Julie, you know, with a lycra on and go, hello, welcome to my fitness. Now just do your best and just, you know, let your body have a rest. Everybody needs a rest. Well, it's not happening, not on this page. So if your body needs a rest, go and have a lie down. Oh, I tell you. My body's rested for the last 2 months and it's suffering. It's suffering, let me tell you. Right. Is it? Have I gone on? I've not skipped today, have I? I bet I have. I've skipped today. Right, I'm going to have to swap them over because I've started this already. You know, I thought I didn't recognise it. Now I don't know what to do. I've missed a day out. Right, I'm going to have to go back. Just bear with me. And now I've interrupted myself with my own rant. And I want to be finished at past. So I've got 17 minutes. So, no, what did I write though? No, I've written it in the blurb, although I can change that. I'd rather do it in order. So, the magical, because I'd prepared them the night before. And I thought I didn't recognise some of those words. I thought, oh, there was a Jesus reference in it. Not that I've got anything against Jesus. I don't believe in him, but I don't, you know, I'd take stuff like that out only because I don't want you shouting at me. So, day 23. Let's just pretend all that hasn't happened. You've had a free rant. So, here you are. The magical air. Look, I'm doing my head in now because I don't want to confuse you all. So I'm going to stay with the magic wand. I'm going to stay with it. So we'll do day 23 tomorrow. So people who wait for a magic wand fail to see that they are the magic wand. How good is that? This is the wrong day. Day 24. Oh, I don't know what to do because there'll be people on catch up and the people who've got the book. Fuck it. I'm doing day 23. I'm so sorry. I know it'll be pissing you off, and now you'll be going to Just Julie because she won't make mistakes like that. But never mind. We're doing day 23 because when people are catching up, I'll get so many messages from going, it's the wrong day. So, and I haven't got time for that at the moment. I have, but you know, I don't like ignoring people. The magical air that you breathe. So we've had a free rant. We're going to go because it's only a short one. No, I'm not staying with it, Adele. I'm going back to day 23. It's all right for you lot, but it'll confuse all the others coming on. So day 23, let's just wipe our memories of the last 15 minutes apart from my rant. It is quite possible, said Mary Ellen Chase in 1887, it is quite possible to leave your home for a walk in the early morning air, oh my God, and return a different person, beguiled and enchanted. That's correct, because I've just done it. I've just been out for 33 minutes with my Nordic poles, chatting to Simon about some ideas we've literally just come up with for January. I tell you, I'm buzzing. I think that's why I'm buzzing, because I've missed doing it. So I stopped digressing myself. But we've been out walking. I forgot my gloves, but never mind. The cold in my cheeks, the almost full moon, over the sea, down on the shore. Literally, you can't not fail to be buzzed by it. So it is quite possible to leave your home for a walk in the early morning air and return a different person. I could just stop there. That'll do. Thanks, Rhonda. The air that you breathe, that'll do, love. Right, if someone had told me a few years back to be grateful for the air that I breathe, I would have thought the person was crazy. It wouldn't have made a bit of sense to me. Why on earth would anyone be grateful for the air that they breathe? But as my life changed from using gratitude, the things that I took for granted or didn't give a second thought about became an absolute miracle to me. I went from sweating the small stuff in my little world and day-to-day life to opening my eyes and thinking about the bigger picture and wonder of the universe. I mean, how much time do we waste on sweating the small stuff? How much? It's a nonsense. Literally. Oh, I've not written the Christmas cards. Who gives a shit? It's Simon's job anyway, that he writes the Christmas cards. We used to make them when the children were younger. We made them. It took us bloody weeks, honestly. And then for the last 3 years, we don't make them because it just ended up me and Simon. And we'd all make them and Simon would write them. So now he's just got the job of writing them. Never mind. As the great scientist Newton said, when I look at the solar system, I see the Earth at the right distance from the sun to receive the proper amounts of heat and light. This did not happen by chance. Those words made me think more and more about the bigger picture. It's not an accident that there's a protective atmosphere surrounding us and that beyond it there's no air or oxygen. It's not an accident that these trees give off oxygen so that our atmosphere is continually replenished. It's not an accident that our solar system is perfectly placed and that if it were anywhere else in the galaxy, we would most likely be devastated by cosmic radiation. There are thousands of parameters and ratios that support life on Earth. All of them are on a knife edge, and their fine-tuning is so critical that a fraction of a difference in any of these parameters and ratios would make life unlivable on planet Earth. It is difficult to believe any of these things could have happened by accident. It would seem that they are perfectly designed, perfectly placed and perfectly balanced for us. When that realisation hits you that all of these things might not be an accident and that the balance of every microscopic element surrounding Earth and on Earth is in perfect harmony to support us, you will feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for life because all of it has been done to sustain you. The magical air that you breathe is not an accident or a fluke of nature. When you think about the enormousness of what had to take place in the universe for us to have air, and then you take a breath, breathing air into your body becomes breathtaking in every sense of the word. I mean, I do this because I've done the magic before and I still do. And that's why, and it's since doing this 5 years ago that in spring, when the buds start on the hedgerows and the bright green, they're so bright green, but you can still see through the hedgerows. And it's, what is it, April time and end of April. And you just think, oh my goodness, you don't know what if it's going to be a good summer or a bad summer. But you know, it's the long dark winter nights are finished. And even if the weather's bad, the days are going to be a lot longer. And I literally get so much joy from that. I'll stop my walk and I'll do that and I'll study. I'll see them from a distance, this little bright green that I can still see through. And I go up to them and I literally look at the buds on the branches and how it's just all square and they look amazing. It just turns into a hedge that everybody walks past, not giving it a second thought. Well, there's something with hedges that I really, and I do it with a lot of stuff, and I'll look at the trees and I'll think, how does it know to grow like that? And, you know, I really do think about things. You know, it's just mad. And when I look at the moon, you know, I just think it's just amazing. And it's just for having this awareness, and then you have this huge gratitude you do. And again, all it's doing is putting in you to a place of being grateful, which makes everything else in your life easier to deal with, even the shit stuff. So all these chapters in here, all these chapters in here are just purely to raise the level of gratitude in your body. That's all it is, I think. And people go, oh, it's woo-woo shite. Well, you stick to being ungrateful then, you knobhead. So we take one breath after another and never give a thought to the fact that there is always air for us to breathe. Be honest. Yes, oxygen is one of the most plentiful elements in our body, and as we breathe, it feeds every cell in our body so that we can continue to live. The most precious gift of our life is air, because without it, none of us would last more than a few minutes. Do you ever think of breathing? Are you ever aware? I know you think of breathing when you can't breathe, when you're doing burpees or out on your bike trying to get up a hill. You know, you might be thinking if you're having a bit of an anxiety attack that you can't breathe. But just on a day-to-day basis, are you ever aware that you're actually breathing? Just every day. I think about it a lot, again, since doing this 5 years ago. I imagine my heart and what it's doing, and I've talked about it a few days ago in this, and your heart's just beating. And the stroke volume, there it is, sending all your veins and your arteries. Just do, even if you're being shit to yourself, even if you're drinking too much, eating too much, not exercising, being a miserable get, doing all those things that don't really serve you, and yet your heart still continues to beat. It must be saying, for God's sake, Janice, will you give me a break? Will you get out and move your arse, love? Because you're doing me head in. I need exercising. And will you stop feeding me all that shit? You know, but it doesn't complain. It just carries on. Do you like my impression of my heart? Oh, Sally, what's the matter with it? I'm making up for yesterday. I've got a bit of a chill as well. I should have put a jumper on. It's what happens when you have an early morning walk. So listen, we take one breath after another and never give a thought. I think I've read that, so never mind. When I first began to use, and obviously this is Rhonda, I'm speaking on her behalf. When I first began to use gratitude's magical power, I used it for a lot of personal things that I wanted, and it worked. But it was when I began to be grateful for the real gifts in life, not the parking space and not the 20 quid that you've just found on the floor. I had a dream last night that I found a load of cash. I just remembered I was at a concert. Oh, yeah. But it was when I began to be grateful for the real gifts in life that I experienced the ultimate power of gratitude. The more grateful I became for a sunset, a tree, the ocean, the dew on the grass, my life and the people in it, every material thing I've ever dreamed of having poured down upon me, I now understand the reason why it happened that way. When we can feel truly grateful for the precious gifts of life and nature, like the magical air that we breathe, we have reached one of the deepest possible levels of gratitude. And whoever has that depth of gratitude will receive absolute abundance. So it's just getting your gratitude on a whole new level, because it's like anything. You might be a nice water drinker, but occasionally, like me the last 2 months, you just stop doing it. You might, you might have a habit where you go and walk every morning and you love it, but you stop doing it. Gratitude's the same. You've got to keep practicing it, and you get better and better at it. And because I've done it for so long, on the whole, well, it's not, I still have to put a lot of work into it, but when I need it, I tend to flip into it really quickly. It's like this superpower that you have. It's like this big safety net. When stuff's turning to shit around you, I can't tell you how much it helps. And the stories I've seen on here over the past 23 days, of people saying, oh my God, something awful happened. It's literally, some people have experienced bereavement while they're doing this magic, and they've said that this has helped them hugely. One beautiful lady lost her sister, and she said she cannot believe how much doing this has helped. She's been able to, obviously she's devastated, but she's looked back on everything and just been so grateful for the time. And it really, really touched me when I got that email, that the fact that it really, really does make a difference. But then you'll get your naysayers all the time. They're the type of naysayers who tell you too thin when you're doing really well, when you're smashing your weight loss. Oh, you look a bit thin. All right then, Fat Janice, you say what you want. I'd never go up to Janice, would I, and go, oh, you're looking a bit fat. Yeah, they feel they can freely say to you that you're looking a bit gaunt. That's it. You look all right now, but don't lose any more. If anybody says that to you, you're smashing it. Absolutely smashing it, I tell you. You get them all over the place, don't you? And it's usually your mother. So come on. Today, stop and think about the glorious air that you breathe. I want you to do this. I want you to promise you'll do it. Have you shared it yet? Stop and think about the glorious air that you breathe. Take 5 deliberate breaths and feel the feeling of the air moving inside your body, and feel the joy of breathing it out. Take 5 full breaths in and out 5 different times today. And after you have taken each set of 5 breaths, say the magic words, thank you for the magic air that I breathe. Thank you for the magic air that I breathe. And be as genuinely grateful as you can for the precious life-giving air that you breathe. So, when I used to teach spinning at the gym, and it's on the seafront is our gym. Well, it's closed 18 months ago, family-run gym, devastated, been there 20 years, worked in it for like 15. And it was just the best gym ever, VVV. If you've been on the retreat, you'll have been to it. A bit run down around the edges, a lot of charm, but it was just fabulous. And when I used to do my spinning class, I teach like 4 or 5 spinning classes a week, and quite often it'd be an evening or an early morning, 6 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, and people would just get off the bikes and they'd off they go to work, busy, and I'd say to them, and as we were cooling down, I'd talk about stuff like this. I would. They'd all be like, that, what's she on? And I'd say, look, when you go to your car, it's a glorious day, and literally the sea is there. The car park overlooks the sea. No prom, nothing. It's just into the sea. It's just wonderful. Obviously, when the tide's in, that's the thing with Morecambe Bay, it goes right out. And I'd say, don't just get in your car and be thinking about, oh God, you need to get to work and you've got to print that off before you go and you've got to feed the dog. And just go to your car, as you walk into your car, come down the steps of the gym and breathe it in. Just be proud of what you've just achieved. You've got your arse out of bed this morning. Janice won't have bothered. She'll still be in bed, pressing the snooze button, say it's more difficult for her. Don't now you do it. I wish I had your motivation. Well, Janice can carry on doing that, whereas you've got up. And I'd make a point of them saying, you've got up, you've come here, you are in the minority of the population that care enough about yourself to get going, that you've, even when you can't be arsed, you're still here doing it. You've had a great workout. Now, as you walk into your car, just breathe it in. Just look where we live. Just look what you're experiencing because you got your arse out of bed. You know, they'd have had to get up at 5:15 to get to my class at 6 o'clock, probably, or 5:30, and they're there. And it used to be full, and it used to be brilliant and buzzing, and I used to feel really proud of them all. You know, oh, Janice, Janice Tong's still in bed. Janice, I feel you do know, don't you, that these are fictitious characters. Janice, Julie and Tracy. There might be a Sharon coming soon and a Karen. There's a whole... Oh, Janice, you do make me laugh. Oh, there's me being calling a fat Janice this morning. No, it's not PC, but just don't be offended. No, I can say it because I was one. So, and I'm not body shaming anybody. So don't please take it personally. So let's have a look. Oh, Janice, you made me laugh. So yeah, people used to make the effort to say, breathe it in. And I'd get them to stand by the car before they got in the car and just take 5 deep breaths. And just notice their day. Notice the wonder of where they are. And it was just, and they did it. They used to love it. Honestly, they used to love all this, what they call woo-woo shit. But it was ace. So here we go. It is best if you can do this magical practice outside so you can really feel and appreciate the magnificence of fresh air. But if that's not possible, then do it inside. You can close your eyes while taking the breaths, or you can do it with your eyes open. You can do it while you're walking, waiting in line, shopping, or anywhere in the day you want. The important thing is to deliberately feel the feeling of the air going in, out of your body. Breathe the way you naturally breathe, because this magical practice is not about your breathing, but about your gratitude for the air that you breathe. If taking a bigger breath helps you to feel more gratitude, then do that. If it helps to make a sound or mentally say the magic words thank you as you breathe the air out, then do that. If you want, you can also do a variation of this practice in the future by imagining you're breathing in gratitude and filling yourself up with it every breath you take. In ancient teachings, it is said that when a person reaches the point of being deeply grateful for the air that they breathe, their gratitude will have reached a new level of power, and they will have become the true alchemist who can effortlessly turn every part of their life into gold. So 5 magic breaths 5 times today. Now, you can use your breathe. If you've got an Apple Watch, there's the breathe app on it that comes up. So you can breathe. She says not to deep breathe, Lee, but if I'm having a moment, I call them magic moments. Say if I'm out on a walk, I've done it this morning, but I didn't stop. I was walking because it was chilly. And I just said, Simon, look at the moon. And it's just gone a full moon. You could see it over the sea. And you felt it. And I just went... And when I do it, I imagine this air coming in, like you can see it being sucked in. And what does it do? It goes in through your mouth, down through your throat and your lungs fill up, and it goes through your heart and nourishes your kidneys, and it sends blood to every single molecule in your body, from making your nails grow to your hair turn grey, for everything, all because of the breath. And it cleans the body. And then without us even noticing, the stale shit air comes out for somebody else to have. Not very COVID thing, is it? But do you know what I mean? But it happens all the time without us even noticing. And do you know what? That is what I miss most about fitness. I miss gasping. I don't mean gasping at the moment, because when I Nordic walk up a hill, I'm nearly dead at the top because I've lost so much of my fitness. And I can't wait. I can't wait to test my heart again, to really make it breathe hard. I've not done it for, 2 months now. I've not done a HIIT session. I've not done a hard spinning class. I've not done a run. I cannot wait to just start running, even though I'm shit at it and I'm not keen on it. I want to feel that, oh God. I want to stop at the end of the lane and go, oh my God. I'm knackered. I don't give a shit how knackered I am. I don't care how unfit I'm going to feel. I want to give the gift to my heart and my breathing to make it work a bit harder. So that's what I want to do. So before we go, look, 7:34, I've got to crack on. I've got a live at 8 in the tribe. So before we go, we're just going to breathe 5 times. Now, if you are doing deep breaths, I always suggest breathing through your nose, into your belly first and then into your chest. and then out through your mouth. And as you breathe out, keep breathing. I like breathing like this, do it every so often. And the osteopath, I've been doing this loads. When I breathe out, I knew this anyway, is when you breathe out, carry on breathing out, suck your stomach right in, keep breathing out, tummy, draw the tummy, belly button into your spine. And that works all your internal muscles, and it's not just when you're doing crunching muscles, and that's really, really good for your back. And I've been walking around like that. When I breathe out, I hold my belly in, only about 30%, and that's how I walk, I hold it in. But you don't have to do all that now, that's just an extra little tip for you if you really want to work your core. But you don't have to do that, you can just literally breathe normally. So whether you've got your mouth open or your mouth closed, it's up to you. So what we're going to do, I'm going to shut your eyes, get your hand on your heart, why not? Let's just have a bonus. You don't have to do this. Janice is in a nightie, she can do it in bed. Put your cup of tea down, Janice. Oh dear, we've got a few Janices. So, but not one of them's my Janice, that's just made up. So let's breathe 5 times. I'm going to shut my eyes with you. So here we go. I want you to really imagine the air going in. Where's it going to? 2 more. What is your body doing right now? That's 5. So when I do it, I'll probably do deeper breaths, because the physiological bonus of doing deep breathing just for 5 breaths, 5 times a day is huge. And I know she says it's not all about the breathing, and it isn't, but to me, I'd rather kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So, and it doesn't take any, it takes a little bit of extra time because you slow your breathing down. But if you don't want to do that, then just breathe normally. But unfortunately, so many of us just breathe. We only use 20% of our lung capacity when we're breathing normally. We've got this big old set of lungs that we don't use, especially if you don't do any fitness, you know, or if you don't challenge your heart rate. So I'd hold it. Push out until I have no breath left. I love doing that sort of breathing. It really energises you. It really does. So your choice. All I want you to do is do it. Breathe properly. Or should I say, breathe noticing it. And just wallow in the magnificence of your own body, regardless of its age, regardless of its size, regardless of whether it's firm or baggy, regardless of whether you love it or you don't. Hopefully you'll get to a stage where you love it regardless, because whatever it looks like, it's usually what you've done to it. I know that's a really hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. It's not always the case, obviously, but the gift of this is that you've got the chance, the choice every single day to do something good for it and to change what you've done to it. I mean, how many things can that be said? If you've put 2 stone on, I've put what 1.5 it is in lockdown. It's gone on quick, but I know it'll go. I know it'll. I've got the gift. It's not like, right, that's it now forever. You've got to carry that round, Sally. No, I don't. I'm not going to. So I've got the chance every day and the choice to do something about it. And the whole point of this book, and this is why I don't get it when entrepreneurs go, oh, it's a load of rubbish. Well, not all of them do, but a lot of them do. Is it's just putting you in a better mindset to be able to say no to the big packet of wagon wheels, you know, but not all the time. So thanks for that. I've enjoyed this morning. Sorry about you. We'll do the magic one tomorrow. Go and breathe today. And if you're in the tribe, I'll see you at 8 o'clock. And I might even let you know what my little idea is, what I tend to do. When I have an idea about business, I tend to share it in the tribe. What do you think? They go, oh yeah, that'll be good. And I tell you, if it's a chargeable product, it depends what it is. The Tribe Save Virtual Retreat, for instance, they get it at half price. So just saying. So grateful. Dawn, that's wonderful. So have a wonderful day. Please do share it. And can I just say, even if you're on catch up, how many of you are still here? Because it's still just under the 200 mark. And usually the challenges, like if it's a 30-day plank challenge, it really disappears, go off. So I'm really grateful for every single one of you, but I'm really proud of you. Even if you just forget to do some of the practices, are you still doing your 10 gratitudes? Are you still holding your magic rock, she says, with a bowl of thing of sellotape at night? Are you still thinking of your favourite memory? Are you doing the practices that I tell you to do every day? Will you do your 5 breaths today and think, oh my God, I've never really noticed it before? And you're just getting this wonderment of the world. So thank you very much for doing it all, and thank you for being here. And I'm just delighted. And it's the last week. It's been a massive old commitment, isn't it? 7 a.m. live every morning. And I thought I'd do a lot more recorded ones, if I'm honest. But when the first one didn't work so well, I thought, bugger that, I'll just do them all live. So we'll be here till Sunday, and there's some corkers coming up. All right then, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Please do share. And if I'm doing what I'm thinking of maybe doing in January, I shall let you know. But we'll see what the tribe says. I'll have a tribe vote and I'll come back to you. All right then, lots of love. Cheerio. Bye.